Plus know-it-alls. Okay, well, we will pitch Steven on that one.
Or heck, I could be your co-host.
Yes. Okay. So if Steven backs out of the love know-it-alls,
right, and you want to replace
it, like, all right, who wants to do Reiki? Boom.
Yeah, you want to know how to, effectively date 6 guys at the same time.
Six at the same time.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Boy, I don't even know if somebody would want that.
Yeah, I decided I didn't want it, so I called the herd. But again, that's some good advice that I could give.
Yes. All right. So that would be very exciting if we had that. So get your voicemails in for Simone, and then Josh Wigler and I will get into the Wiggle Room come Monday to get those Wandoff songs in.
I know, for a chance to win the best hat you will ever own.
Yes, for a chance to win that amazing Josh Wigler hat.
You know what? I don't like the disdain with which you just said amazing.
Why? Where are you getting disdain from?
I can see it in your face.
I said that this is an amazing hat.
Yeah. All right, Rob.
Okay. All right. And then be sure to send me that picture of you out in public with the hat tonight.
You know I will.
Okay. All right. Don't just wear it like for a photo op. Okay. Thanks so much, Scott St. Pierre, for putting this all together. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments on social media, assuming it's not hateful.
Yep.
Okay. And take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, we just finished. We just wrapped the podcast. Zeke, how do you think it went?
I hope it went okay.
Yes.
I haven't talked strategy in a very long time.
Yes.
So I hope my thoughts were coherent.
Yes.
The way in which you were summarizing them back to me seemed to be an accurate reflection of what I was saying. It does make me concerned that I was a bit all over the place.
No, you weren't.
Okay.
That I just like to reset it and sort of like it makes it seem like that you said something smart and then I want to be smart also.
Good. Okay, good. As
so
long
I can
as
just
that's how it's
repeat back what you said. Like, oh yeah, Rob really has had a lot of good stuff. But it was really just your thoughts also, and I just said them in a different way.
Good. Great.
Yes. Is this fun to come in here and do this? How could I improve on the experience?
I don't know. I always have fun coming to see you.
You do? I always feel like that people are just coming here and they're just being nice, and that I'm like making people do something against their will.
Well, I can't speak for other people, but I'm part of this community, and have been for a very long time.
You've been a great friend to the podcast always.
Yeah, and so I'm always excited to come participate in the podcast, and because this is part of the fun for me, right? Like, one of the things I thought about when I was applying to be on Survivor was, and then after I'm on Survivor, I can go do recaps.
Yes,
and it took a little while to get back there.
It took a while, but I'm
very excited to be here.
It was worth it to get to this point.
Right. I feel like you also got, sometimes I remember listening, and maybe people aren't always in the best place when they're coming to do the recap. And I never wanted to feel like I was trying to prove anything or justify anything that I did or, try to campaign for anything when I came back. I just wanted to come back and be able to talk about the episode in a fun and detached way.
Yes. Did you feel like that we had a good sense of what was going on and were fair to the game that was happening as we were recapping your seasons? How could we improve
I didn't listen.
Cover? Okay.
Yeah, because I remember there were a couple of times when I would.
Did you download the podcast?
I don't think so.
Okay, you unsubscribed.
No, I always stayed subscribed.
Okay.
I just didn't have it downloading.
Okay.
I would never dare unsubscribe.
Thank
from
you.
RHAP.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I didn't. I remember I listened a little bit to the pregame for Millennials versus Gen X, and then I think that I maybe listened a little bit, and then the first time I heard someone not give me, I think, the credit I thought I deserved.
Yes, that's what bugged you.
I was like, boom.
And that was on this podcast.
Yeah. I think it was on the recap or on Know-It-Alls or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also...
Look, it happened to Steven the first time Steven heard of Know-It-Alls when he went back on the show. He had a meltdown.
Yeah. Well, I think, too, I used to live in the same neighborhood as Stephen Fishback in Brooklyn, and we would run into each other.
Yes.
And we... Stephen was actually very helpful for me, giving me advice about how to deal with all... because he just come off of Second Chances. He was very helpful in teaching me how to sort through.
Well, he gets very
stuff.
affected by the social media. He had tweeted out last week about how, hey,
And I retweeted him. Like
Yes.
his mental health advice to players. I retweeted because I thought it was spot on and it had helped me.
I didn't retweet it. Was I a bad person? Because I feel like that.
Well, no, but I think
yeah.
You're also not, I think, dealing with the immediate effects of the trauma, right?
Yeah,
It's been some time since you were a player. And you never played within the social media era.
Hey, there was
Survivor
Friendster. Friendster was a thing that was coming out.
Yeah, all those mean Rob sucks hashtags on Friendster.
I don't think they have hashtags on Friendster. I never was on Friendster. Okay.
Neither was I.
All right. Well, Zeke, will you come back? Will you take a season? Will you take a year off? Will you come back for Big Brother?
Well, I don't know that I will watch Big Brother this summer. I watched Celebrity Big Brother because it was short and interesting. I think too. It's do people look? I'm all about the RHAP brand, and I don't know if people like me on the podcast.
Yes.
If they have any interest in hearing my analysis, right? So you
Well,
feel like, Zeke, you're not paying enough attention.
I think we'll find out. I think we'll have the answer to that by the time we get to Big Brother 20. Were you able to be in touch with Ross Matthews since Big Brother Canada or Big Brother Celebrity finale?
No, I don't know Ross well enough to be able to directly contact him.
Okay.
Just sometimes we end up at the same events because we run in the same circles.
Yes. What will you say to him when you see him? You should have won?
Yeah.
I was mad.
I've already planned out what I'm going to say to him.
Okay,
Like,
I'll be Ross Matthews,
hey, Ross, great to see you again. I just have to say,
I know.
you should have won. And I know you're being such a good sport about it, and I know you and Marissa are best friends. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Ross, you have to be because you're a good guy and a nice guy. But me, I'm angry, and I'm angry for you, and I will always be angry for you.
Oh,
so
that's
you don't
so
have to
nice
be angry.
Of you.
And look, Ross, what happened to you was real. If you ever need to talk about it.
Yes. And then will you ask him a bunch of questions about what was it like to live with Omarosa?
No, I think he'll probably be done with me by the time we've completed this conversation.
Okay, then he'll move on. I don't think so. All right. Well, Zeke, thank you so much. Thank you for sticking around after school for this extracurricular activity.
Always, as a former patron, I'm always happy to contribute to patron content.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again soon.